It was ghastly. I was petrified. I hid behind my mom. There were rows, all rows, lower and lower, like layers, and a pile of naked, broken people.
Just imagine you have a peaceful life. You have a family, kids, your job, and a hobby. You're an honorable man who never hurt anyone. But suddenly, there appears a notice.
All the kikes of Kiev and the suburbs are to appear on Monday, September 29th, 1941, at 8 a.m. on the corner of Melikovka and Dekhterovska streets, near the cemeteries. They are to bring their documents, money, other valuables, and warm clothes, linen, etc. Any kike found disobeying these orders will be shot.
Everything started on September 20, 1941. The German army invaded Kiev, and on September 24, the occupying authorities posted the above-mentioned notice. For all Kiev Jews, it was the time of fear and breathless expectation. Many struggled to accept that reality.
My grandpa said, we are at war with them in 1914, a very Gentile nation, and I'm not going anywhere. I thought there were rumors and all the Jews would be exterminated.
This is the corner of Melnikova and Dekhterovska Street. This is the spot where all the Jews of Kiev and the suburbs were supposed to come. It's right here the so-called Road of Death begins.
At the time, the Babi Yar was just a ravine like any other, but for Germans, it was the ideal ground for mass execution. Tens of thousands of bodies could be hidden there, more than 4 miles long and 165 feet deep. Those who could leave the town fled, but the majority of people remained.
So my grandpa and his son, daughter-in-law, and their children remained in Kiev, and as a family left for Babi Yar on September 29th, and naturally, they perished there.
It is painful to imagine what all of those people might have felt when they realized they were going to be killed.
И она осталась со своей дочкой и с 2 детьми в Киеве, потому что заболела и не могла уехать. Вот эта бабушка со своей дочкой, которая погибла вместе с ней в Бабьем Яру.
The extermination of Jews had marked the beginning of other mass murders. Within the next 2 years, people of various ethnicities, descents, and ages were exterminated in Babi Yar. All in all, more than 100,000 people met their death in that dreadful place.
У нас несчастье.
The tragedy has struck our family. Our dear mother, Ancilia, with her 2 children, had been shot by the Nazi savages. They perished in Babi Yar. Yes, dear sister, it's a grievous loss for us, and it can't be helped. Those Nazi bastards machine-gunned lots of Soviet people.
More and more Kievites and guests of the city are joining the memory walks and meetings aimed at preserving the memory. Nevertheless, many behave as if Babi Yar is somebody else's tragedy. But if we keep silent and let anti-Semitism spread among us, this nightmare can become a reality for everyone again.
Тільки тоді, коли ми зупинимо сіонізацію України, Україна буде Україною.
Жиди Кемерово. 400 душ мучеников подняли. Это бесы.
Never again. If each and every one of us must remember about the tragedy and help the society become more tolerant, Babi Yar will never happen again.